So here we are, more planting. We're going to do cucumber from Dobby's, some courgette from DT Brown. We've got some Carby Round number 2 early sweet peppers, which should be good. And we've got tomatoes, Lizano number 1 from Dobby's. So I've already prepared 3 of the trays for the propagator in the usual way, and as you can see, this one here has got the multi-purpose plant food in it, which I like to use. It's usually very good. Make sure that the germinating seeds actually have enough, just in case. They don't really need a lot, but I just like to ensure that they're going to be healthy, so give them the best chance is what I say. So let's just cover that up and we'll get ready to plant some seeds. So the first ones I'm going to do in here, I think we'll put in the courgettes. So we should have some courgettes in here. I used these last year in a pack. Yeah, they should last a year, so I bought them quite late on. So let's see what we've got here. There we go. We've got 6 wonderful courgette defenders. So we're going to put those in, and they like to go down so that you plant them like this. You don't plant them on the side. You plant them with the tip down. So I don't know if you can see that, but like that. So you need to put the tip down, and that gives them the best chance of germinating correctly. So we'll put 3 in one side, and then we'll put another 3 in the other, and this should give me 4 good plants, I'd hope. If it gives me 6, that would be great, but that's not always the case. Even with really good seeds, you can never guarantee. That's nature for you, you see. Right, so that's the last one. So that's the courgettes done. Now I'm going to put a marker in telling me that's courgettes. I've got some Sharpies here. I often use a pencil, but this will do as well. So that's courgette. Defender. And I'm going to put the date on that as well, which is the 7th of April. Time marches on. So that's just to make sure that we know what we've got in here. So that's the courgettes done. We then move on and we'll do the cucumbers. So these are the Dobby's cucumbers. And again, I had some of these growing last year. They were very good. Hoping, yeah, there's lots of seeds in there. Lots of seeds. So here we go. Let's open these up. And these are similar to the courgette seeds, just a little bit smaller. So you can probably see that, can you? There we go. I've got 7 in there. I might actually try growing 4, 6, 7. Might try growing 8. So, but as you can see, the seeds are a lot smaller. A lot smaller. So let's plant these, and again, tip side down. You don't want to put them on their sides; they go funny. So that's 2, 3, tip side down. 4. Oh. There we go. Thought I had another one there somewhere. 4, 5, 6, tip side down. Seven. And if we get one more out here, so then I'll know I've done 8 I've done 6 courgettes and 8 cucumbers. I'll mark on the stick how many I put in. There we go. And let's see how they come on. And again, I might expect to get 5 or 6 plants out of that. Put 8 in. Again, mark your stick up. That's cucumber. And these were the market more. We've got 8, and we put them in on the 7th of April. It's just nice to have that kind of information so that then you can note it down in your diary if you're keeping one. I always find it a good idea to do that, because then you can refer back to all the good things you did, what worked and what didn't work quite so well. Hopefully no failures, but I'm going to have a quick cup of tea. My mouth's getting a bit dry. Oh, lovely. Right, so we've planted up 2. We've got the cucumbers and the courgettes in. I'll put these seeds back in the cucumber packet. I'll probably grow some more of those in a couple of weeks, because cucumbers have a tendency for it to only have a certain growing period, so it's nice to have fresh ones coming up. So now let's try the tomato seeds from Dobby's. Now these are Lozano F1s, and it tells me that the average number in one of these packets is 8 seeds. So quite rare, these, but apparently they grow very well. They do give you a cool blimey, and in this, yeah, there might be a few more than 8 if we're lucky. But these are really tiny seeds. You know how you get seeds out of a tomato? If you can see that, these are 2, 4, 6. There's 8 there. There might be 1 or 2 more in there. So I'm going to plant 8 tomato seeds. They're really tiny. Some people would suggest that when you plant these, that you could do it with sand, because they're starting to get really small. But they're just about big enough that you can actually control it with your fingers. There are some other varieties of seed which are so small, yes, you have to put it with sand or something else, because otherwise it's just impossible. They're so small. So I've done, there's 2 there. Yeah, there's 2 there. 1 there. And I've got 1 under my thumbnail there. It's now on the side of my finger. So that's 7. And we put another one in up here, and that's 8. Now all of these will take 7-ish days to start to germinate. But there we go. So that's the tomatoes, and they're Lizarn, aren't they? Is that what we said they were? Yeah, Lizano. Tomato. Lizano. And there's 8 of those. And we did that on the 7th of the 4th. So that's another stick. So another marker in there. And it's always good for your diary to keep that kind of stuff if that's what you're doing. Right, so now do we do the early sweet peppers, or do we do lipstick early? I found some lipstick early. Difficult to decide really. I think I'm going to go with the lipstick early peppers, and we'll put the KB round number 2 early sweets in a seed tray. Right, so similar thing here. These are slightly larger than the tomatoes, which is good. Oh, I don't want to drop them. 2, 4, 5, 6. So there'll be 8 in total, I think we're going to put in. Again, in the trays you don't want to overdo the numbers you put in, because they start running into each other and the roots will start to intertwine, and then it gets much more difficult to be able to pop them on without damaging the little seedlings. Right, so here we go. So 1, 2, I'll show you these, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then what we just need, they just need to be under the surface a bit. I don't want to be too far under, but they don't want to be on the surface. And so you can just pat them down a little bit. That's it. There we go. Right, so we've now got 8 pepper seeds in there. So we'll write up another ticket, another stick. So this is the lipstick early. There are 8 of them, and we did it on the 7th of the 4th. Excellent. Oh, so let's pop that stick in there as well. Now, each of the 4 things here are going to have one of these on it. So basically, we just need to pop that on. Then it's going to go on a propagator, and in about 7 to 10 days, they should have germinated. Oh, I can just see that one there. There we are. We don't want that poking through. No. Right. They should have germinated, and then once they germinate, you need to get to the proper leaves, and once the proper leaves have appeared, then you can pot them on and put them into some small pots. And the idea of doing that is so that then they can grow on their own in a small pot, and only pick prick out, as they call it, i.e. take out the most healthy plants. Don't pick out any withered ones or some that seem to be growing incorrectly, because at the end of the day you want to have the fittest plants so that they'll produce the best fruit or vegetable. So that's what you need to do. Right, excellent. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. So these will now go into the propagator, as I said, and we'll revisit all of the propagator in a week or so. Excellent. Onwards and upwards.